Sitting with me here, I have Philip Lee, a creative entrepreneur, community builder in Baltimore, founder and curator of Wide Awake Festival, which we'll get into in a minute in our interview. But welcome. Thank you for coming.
Yes, thank you for having me. I'm so happy to be here. This is such a cool spot too. So
Definitely, I love, just kind of very relaxed.
yeah,
Chill.
not just like in a studio with the mic. This is really cool.
Yeah, definitely. First, tell the people a little bit about yourself. Give them like a brief introduction so that we can know who you are.
Yeah, for sure. So, I created Wide Awake, and the very first thing people saw was a festival.
Yeah.
But we've been building for a long time behind the scenes. I'm a musician myself and an animation artist. You wear a lot of hats, like to be a creative, to be active on socials, so online, building a presence, but also, making meaningful connections in person. So, Wide Awake is something that really was established this year. So it's really just beginning, but a lot of things I've learned over the years. And my main mission is just to build community and give artists a platform to succeed, to grow, and to genuinely collaborate with others. So.
I feel like we have a lot of paths that cross.
Yeah.
So like I'm very excited about this.
100%, a lot of overlap. And yo, we just met. We just met in person. I was like, is that Star?
It's amazing how the internet can just bring, people together to work together and, kind of just build, each other up. So thank you for being here again. And shout out to Instagram and Threads for bringing us together.
That's right. When's that sponsorship coming? Come on, Zuck.
Yes. So first, just getting a little bit into growing up as an artist and creative. Talk a little bit about that and how was that journey for you?
Yeah, I think I always loved drawing, like Dragon Ball Z characters, right? Anime, like whatever. I was just influenced by cartoons, and so throughout that process, I would always have fun drawing, like in elementary school, middle school, and then high school. We got into a little bit more of music, just making like funny songs, freestyling at in the cafeteria. That's what you have to do. So we're all having fun, but I think at some point in college, we were getting more serious with music. We were like, hey, there's a certain sound here that I think is unique to the area as well, and let's just try it out. Let's have fun with it. Go to the open mics. Let's do it. There's two people in the crowd. You build a lot of character, and you're having fun and releasing stuff. So, throughout that process, I got really serious with music. From 2018 to 2021, just like daily growth, brought our IG page to like 10K. YouTube growth and Spotify. We have a song over 2 million streams right now. So independent growth is really cool. It's like a lot of streams and stuff, but it's not like full-time pay. So a lot of things that you have to do is not rely just on streaming, but you have to do like merch. How do you build a fan base? How do you build a community? So those are a lot of things that I had to learn. And now I can help other artists kind of take those first couple steps, as well as still building what I'm building.
Yeah, I like that. I feel like just being like the main pusher and the main event curator and just wearing so many hats, but also still trying to allow people, give them the opportunity to have a space to connect with one another and, just showcase their talents and skills. I really like that. And I like that you're supporting and helping everyone while still trying to follow your dreams as well. It's hard.
Of course it is. Yes, you get it.
So Wide Awake started as a local gathering in Baltimore. Tell us a little bit more about the original spark and what pushed you to actually create it and, kind of continue forward with it.
Yeah, so as a creative, like doing music and doing art, it's a beautiful thing to express yourself and whatever medium that is. And I think for me, I realized something that I did enjoy was building community naturally, like online and in person. And so from recognizing that, I was like, this year, like, I really just want to be able to use that. Like, let me sharpen that skill set of community building or, bringing people together and kind of, growing that. So that was the birth of it. And it was like, okay, cool. Let me see how I can bring artists together. What would it look like if we're not gatekeeping resources or providing a lot of opportunities and sharing all the time and showing up, and like coming to other artists' events or bringing them to whatever we're doing. And to basically just be there and like, long story short, just believe in the artist, tell them that like, hey, there's someone that does believe in you. You are capable, so I think a lot of artists don't get that. A lot of creatives don't. So yeah, that was really important to me.
Right. And for the recent event that you guys had, how long did that process take? Tell us about that and how that went.
Yes. Okay. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I mean, it could be a whole documentary, really. But I'll give you the brief version here. But so basically, that I got a opportunity to put on like a curation event, like an art gallery event, music, whatever, however I can do it, in like November or something like that. And so my ambitious self was like, all right, yeah, let's just do it in January. And so that's like 2 months of like really just talking to a bunch of artists. So I was on calls with hundreds of artists. And not all of them came through, right? So it's like a lot of people will say one thing, but they won't really show up. And it's okay, great. I'm just gonna keep working with people that do show up. That's fine. It's fine. And so hundreds of artist calls, hundreds of emails sent for sponsorships and potential partners, and securing venues and stuff. Then I realized it was like January, dude, like no one wants to go out to no event right now. It's too cold. Like I'm trying to be way too different. Like let me just figure out a great timing that people do want to meet. And artists are stressed because they're like, yo, like, it's not enough time to promo. But I'm just like, no, we can do it. But sometimes, but that humbled me and like, all right, let's give it some time. And so we didn't push it that far. We pushed it to March. So, like really, it was like 3 to 4 months of hard work. Really hard work. So the calls, emails, in-person meetings, scouting the venue, and we landed at the Baltimore War Memorial, right in front of the City Hall. A lot of people have seen this building, the two horses, everybody has seen it, but no one's really been in it. And to be fair, they don't utilize that space. And it's such a unique thing because, we could bring the music equipment, the video and all that, make it a vibe and invite people into a historical place. So I think there's so many wins to it. But I mean, pro tip, if you really want to build great relationships with event organizers or venue coordinators, people that like have a say with how the venue is used, you got to be out there for like the week. You got to be out there for the week and chop it up with everybody there, like them, security, the maintenance guys. I brought them Gatorades, like we became friends. So then when we was there later than the time that we were supposed to allot it or whatever, they were fine with it. No problem.
That is a great tip. That is actually a great tip. Yeah.
That's an investment.
Yeah. I think that's, how I get connected to certain spaces and areas is, really outside of your events, like go to different other events, different, businesses, local businesses, and, really connect with people, connect with the owners. Like, you never know who may give you a chance at, having something at their space or sponsoring or, you just never know. So
closed mouths don't get fed, and you have to make that effort. We have to push past that embarrassment, that cringe aspect into. You just gotta ask, gotta make the movements, and do what you say you're gonna do. But yeah, that was a really fun but very hard process. But now I'm so prepared to do the next one, and I'm so excited to, utilize everything I learned from it to do it even better.
That's great.
But yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
What's been one of the most powerful moments you've witnessed at a showcase or a festival, or even yours?
Yeah. All right. Well, so yesterday, I just helped with Love First and Yo Baltimore to put on their festival called Yo Fest, and it was outdoors, and it really is for it's for 18 to 24 youth, right? And everybody's allowed to be there, but they really want to connect with those that are going to benefit from their programs, job, GED, support, training. So I love people that are making a real impact. And if I can help them in any way align with that mission, whether it's our own website, which is like an artist-friendly ticketing platform, if it's our website that can help get the tech, the data, so then we can give them the right metrics and the ways to connect with them, then that's a beautiful gift. that I can give. You know, it's like, all right, cool, do what y'all do well, but let me assist in different ways. And so just that was a really beautiful testament because a lot of people enjoyed the event, but now we can connect with them a little bit further. And not just rely on social media all the time because the algorithm only shows your stuff to like 1 to 10% unless you play to win sometimes. So yeah, and so for my event, the beautiful thing was just the safe space that was created for artists to feel just be themselves and to be there and to really have built somewhat of a family. We even like hung out like 7 of the Wide Awake artists pulled up yesterday to the festival, and we went to our spoken word artist Tice. He does a monthly Words, Wings, and Wines event, and we went over there and all supported him, and we just all had a good time. It was just cool to see, like, yeah, this event was in March, months ago, but we're still keeping in touch and showing up.
I love that. I love that you guys can do that. I think when you curate these spaces and people come out and really connect with one another, you know, it leads to different, you know, relationships and connections and even more connections. So I like that. So Wide Awake is expanding beyond Baltimore. I really, like I said, enjoy the arts in Baltimore and, you know, how you guys come together. And I see that through you and, you know, the people around you. And I definitely have to make my way up there. So
please, yes.
I could connect with you guys, but I love that. And, you know, what do you feel like makes this movement universal, something that can thrive in really any city?
Yeah, so it's really dope that it's starting in Baltimore. It's encompassing Maryland. Because I feel like when you meet an artist from Atlanta or Austin, Texas, Nashville, Tennessee, there's somewhat of a unified front. I'm proud to be an artist from Nashville, Tennessee. I'm proud to be an artist from LA. Whereas in Baltimore, it's kind of tough. There's different pockets of support and family and cores, but it's not like a unified, like it's hard maybe for even like some maybe people only listen to hip hop. They might not go to an alternative event. And so what would it look like if we were like just people that could come and enjoy different things without looking or feeling some type of way? So that's what I'd love to see. So that's why I think with Wide Awake being a very beautiful, cool digital platform, but a community in person as well to support a lot of the artists, all different kinds of artists, different races, different cultures, different walks of life, different ages. I think that shows a lot of joy in what it means to be a human. And so bringing people together, I think that is a universal movement, but showing how we continue to grow together, not just a one-off show, not just a one-off event, one-off concert, but we're growing together with our community and our fans and our family. So then to show that, all right, cool, we can move to different cities and do beautiful things too. And that opens up our perspective too.
I like that. Okay, great answer. So you have a collaborative album coming out this October, 15 plus artists involved. Talk a little bit about that and, you know, what can we expect from that project?
So we have about 6 or 7 artists from the first Wide Awake Festival a part of this album. We have miscellaneous, like different artists from other cities, other states that are a part of it. But music is a big part of me and my life and how we even started. And so this collaborative album is a digital project in a way to connect community again, right? In a different way, for people to listen and for people to enjoy and vibe. So it started with, like, we have phases, and we just did this a very quick way. Like, albums don't come this quick, you know, and a lot of these artists knew that too. But the whole point of it was to get artists to get out of their comfort zone. Like, stop being paralyzed by fear, the perfectionism, let's just do it. Let's get the reps in, right? Have you heard of that, like, case study with the one group focusing on one big project for the year of, like, school or whatever? Like, whatever. And then the other ones, like, do as many. Do, like, 100. And who really grew from that? Who really did even better work? The 100, because they got the reps in. So we all together, all these different artists, maybe like 15 different artists and 6-7 different producers. We had over 300 beats, production sent in. Everybody wanted to be part of this project, but then from that, everybody dropped, hooks, melodies, choruses, and just ideas and pitch different things. And we had 53 demos, cut it down to 25, and then with listening with everybody, cut it down to 15. And so like there are some fire songs that was cut out of the 15, but those songs will come out, you know what I mean, in singles or EPs. We want to be palatable. We want it to give it its best chance. A lot of the artists have such raw talent, but they just need some help with presentation, with branding to show that, yo, they do deserve to be heard, you know? So we want to do our best with it, promotion-wise, visuals, make it look really dope, and so people can feel it in a different way, and to show a unique sound that it has come from Baltimore. So yeah, that's coming October, November. I think. Yeah, it's quick though. You know what I mean? Because like we started it. Where are we at? Are we in September?
We're in September now.
Okay.
Yep.
July, like around July is when we started kind of like getting some ideas. People, you know, are you gonna do this and that? So it's a quick process, but that's how we get the reps in. And so it's not just like a first project and then 3 years later I come back. It's like, let's keep going. Let's keep, you know, doing something beautiful. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I can't wait for that project to drop and, you know, just see everything that come from that and the amazing creative skill on that. So one of our last questions is looking ahead to the next Wide Awake Festival in 2026. You know, what can we expect? Community momentum, like what are we doing here to just really get ready for that?
I think one of the main things is there will be some repeating artists, visual artists and performing artists, to show that tie that like, hey, we're still growing, we're still moving forward, we're evolving as artists. But then there'll be a lot of new artists, of course, from Baltimore, but also surrounding, right? From DC, Alexandria, like anywhere that wants to, you know, be there and present their work. And I'm not super like, it doesn't need to be like the artist with 100,000 monthly listeners or followers, but it's how can we work with all kinds of people, you know? And so the mission will be the same. It'll just be more fine-tuned. And so better production, you know, on time. We'll have more people, more help. I think one thing is I worked very closely with my creative director, great friend Jay, and he and I like had to wear like 20 different hats those days when we did the 2-day festival. Because we're running around. I'm helping with check-in, you know, sound check. Where's this artist? Where's this person? How are the vendors doing? Is somebody getting content of this? And then it's like all the different things where it's like, oh my gosh, I need some more help. I need some more help. So having those people in place, people that are excited, dedicated, I think that's what's going to help run it smooth. And of course, like big goals, like we want to double it. Our attendance was about 600. And so we want to double that, 1,000, 1,200. I think that'd be great.
You will. You will.
Thank
you. Yes. You will. Well, thank you, Phil, for coming and just making your way to Virginia. I really appreciate you and sitting down and talking with you. I hope that we can continue to connect and you know, community build and everything like that. Anything else you want to shout out to the people? Where can they follow you and stay tuned for more? Yeah, of course. You can follow us at Wide Awake Global on Instagram or anywhere social. WIDEAWAKE GLOBAL. I don't know why I even spelled it out. You know how to, you know those words. And then my personal is Philly Steak, PHILEE Steak. And it's cool. Like, you know, for me, I grew like a whole music page, like 10K, whatever. I wanted to start fresh with this page to just kind of encompass all of the things that we do. It's bigger than me. It's bigger than, you know, whatever I can even imagine. So I'm really grateful for this interview and just meeting you. Of course. Thank you so much. Yeah,